Welcome back. I'm Harrison, and you are watching this little arts channel of mine where we do a lot of different things. The running theme is nature versus symbolism. Obviously, some videos break that rule. Others are so vaguely following that rule that I might be the only one who knows about it. But either way, today we're going to do another show and tell style video where I find little artifacts in my studio and I tell you about it. Third grade style. So let's hop into the video. Starting out, I've done a few show and tell style videos where I have shown you artifacts that I'm a fan of, things that I use, antiques or materials. And this video is a combination of both of those things. I've done a show and tell style video about the lap desk that I have. And I love that little guy because I can take it with me. It is small. It is a little small studio ready to go. The only thing that I would do differently is if I was making one from scratch, it would look very differently because although I like that the lap desk caters to a smaller size, sometimes I'm in the mood for something even smaller, something a bit more mini or micro. Think of antique lap desk meets analog iPad mini. And that's where I combine that concept with the material that we've done in a different show and tell, those wood veneers, and created a modern mini little lap desk slash drawing pad. Now, here's what 1.0 looks like. And when I say 1.0, I mean, of course, as you could probably figure out, there's more than one of these things. And this first one, the 1.0 version, was me just trying to conceptualize my needs, essentially. Having something that was small enough, about the size of an iPad mini, but a little bit more analog, a hard drawing surface, something that felt and looked like a little sketchbook without the binding getting in the way. Because one thing I love is small sketchbooks, but one thing I don't love about them is that I don't have a perfectly flat piece of paper to draw on. The binding, the turning of the pages, I don't know. It feels like I like small, but the binding on small notebooks takes up like 1/3 of the real estate of the page a little bit. So this is the crude 1.0 version where I wasn't concerned at all about aesthetics and just wanted to get the problem and the idea in my head into reality. And this is what it is. And here's the cool thing about it. It serves a little bit like a wood portfolio thing where you have a little part of it that comes out and it stores my papers, my notebook-sized pages that I can then draw on. And the pages that I have that are already spit can just stay in the portfolio. And the one that I'm working on can come up top. And of course, I can close the little box. But that's essentially what this is. It's a wood box that I can draw on. In some ways, it's, for something so simple, I don't see this too often in the marketplace of art supplies. And I wanted something that felt analog like the lap desk, but a little bit more mini. So that's 1.0. So here is where I really want to do a show and tell of. This is the thing that I was like, it's ready. It's time to do another show and tell video. Here is 2.0. Now, as you can see, this is where the wood veneers that I've already discussed with you in a different show and tell video come into play. I essentially took 1.0, made another one, a little bit more fancy, and put the wood veneers over the corners and the front and the back of it. And this is where I do care about aesthetics, the 2.0 of anything I'm doing. And it opens up, same as the first one, holds my little pages. But there's something about something that feels smoother. It's sanded to a much finer grit, but also looks more aesthetic. That gives you the impression that it functions a little bit better. Essentially, both of these things are wood boxes, but the one that looks better, feels better, seems to be the one I go to more often. It feels like I use this about 20 times more than I ever use this. I don't know what that means for like the function of aesthetics, but I think there's something to that that makes me glad I'm an artist. Either way, I'm pretty happy with this thing. I know we've got a 1.0 and now a 2.0. I'm not sure there's ever going to be a 3.0 just because I'm so pleased with this guy. You know, it's a wood box. It's a micro lap desk. It's a wooden sketchbook, if you want to call it that. But more importantly, it's something that I made and I'm proud of. Let me know in the comments below, all 20 of you, if there's something that could be added or taken away from this that would serve your needs better. If I sat you down and said, okay, here's the deal, I might make another one of these. If I do, what would you want yours to be like? You know, maybe it's still a box. Maybe you can tell me what wood veneer you would like instead of the walnut that I have. But what function, what aesthetics is this missing, or practicality is this thing kind of missing that you would want in yours? And I think that's the fun bit about it, is like the difference of needs that one artist has versus the other, and subsequently the different tools they're going to create or buy as a result of that. That's it. Thanks for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one.